Case called Jackie. Wasn't much fun that, so I go back. Retrace your old in a stack and life hacks. Let's not revisit our panic attacks. Life's hard enough, swap the tic-tacs. Give clean a try, Jack. Feed the fiend a Big Mac. I've tried that, and it's right back to blackjack. So breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Tell me what you need. You're free, no heal, but you gotta believe. Just breathe, bust it down on your knees. Just breathe, yeah, you just gotta breathe. Yeah, you just gotta breathe. Yeah, you just gotta breathe. See, lately I've been crying my heart out. What is happening to me? How am I gonna calm down?
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Timberwolves come into town for this one. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. A three from Bogdanovich. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Takes it out to Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Spins. Here's Harden.
Like watching Randle get down, use that frame, and use those feet to move around defensively.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for Los Angeles. It's a three-point game. Pull from the top of the key. They grab their own miss. It's Powell on the wing. 5 to shoot. Back to Harden. Gobert pulls it in.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Pass to Edwards. Over Bogdanovich. Gobert, the screen. Here's McDaniels. Shoots over Powell. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers trail by 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Well, he's an accurate shooter and has some great confidence. Bogdanovich with a beauty.
Brent, Kawhi Leonard seems to be at his best. He is his most incredible when it matters the most.
Yeah, I think we sometimes tend to forget about how dominant Kawhi was in the performances at the biggest moments during the NBA Finals with his MVP awards, and it's mostly due to the fact that injuries have taken him away from those moments. But it's all in there. He is capable of dominating a game on both sides of the floor, Kevin, and I hope that there's another opportunity for us as fans to see him have one more crack at that, if not a couple more, before his career is over.
Here's Randall. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Harden outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Harden. Scoreless thus far. Inside. Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
Minnesota leading by 3. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 33, Leonard Miller.
19 seconds left in the first quarter. Nobody near Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's Reed. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 3. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Out to the right wing. Batum with the steal. Here's Coffey. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Timberwolves leading by 3. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Pass to Shannon. From the arc. They get it again. To the left side wing. Back to McDaniels. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Outside for Batum. There's the pick. Pass to Coffey. Just 4 to shoot. It's good. This game is all even. Coffey's got 5 now.
An overlooked part of Batum's game. Nick's a great passer for a wing.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Here's Eubanks. Outside Batum. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time he might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's Coffey. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Stolen by Reed. Here's Clark. Driving in. And slam dunk by Clark.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Crafty move. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
2 minutes remaining in that first half.
Here's Coffey. He's got 5. Here's Batum. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Minnesota leading by 6. Bills with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. There's 1:38 left in the second quarter. Here's Coffey. And the Clippers miss again.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
Pass to Dunn. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Coffey's. Great touch on the 16-footer. Coffey's got 7 points in the game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Now Dillingham. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Powell. Inside Edwards finishes strong.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Over in the corner, Edwards. Gobert, the screen. With 4 seconds on the clock. And the layup is good.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession. Finding ways to sniff out the ball.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Here's Alexander Walker. Outside for Randall. Now Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him. And it's good for 2.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keekeeps the defense honest.
Powell, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 10. Here's Randall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
Screen by Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. Over Randall. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
That's a 2 from Randall. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Randall's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Harden right side. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Well, a master from the mid-range. Harden so good at finding available space from that distance.
Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And it's Leonard missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside for Randall.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's Edwards. 14 points for him. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's McDaniels. The Clippers grab the miss. It's stolen by Edwards. Randall outside. Leonard with the steal. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
The great hustle from Harden in transition, getting up the court as quickly as possible.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Harden outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Bogdanovich has got 7.
It's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovich, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
Clippers trail by 6. It's Powell on the wing. No good with the triple. Pass to Ingles. Back to Conley. Stolen by Harden. Up the floor. There's Bogdanovich. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Bogdanovich being a little bit crafty there, knowing the defense was closing in on him, and drew the contact.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Timberwolves leading by 4. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Still without a basket.
Well, Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
At the line
Had a
for the
success
Timberwolves,
rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Both free throws good from Randall. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Clippers trail by 6. Simmons looking around. DiVincenzo with the rebound. There's the three. Not going to go that time. He gets it up. And no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
the Timberwolves, 35.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Simmons with it. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Here's Dillingham. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
Outside, Simmons. The shot from the low post is good. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Down low, Garza. And he converts the layup. Garza's got his first points in this one.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And a wide open look for Simmons. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Simmons with it. Defended now by Dillingham. Pass to Mills. Fires the three. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lobbed up there for Miller. That shot off the mark.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Ball's knocked loose. Mills with the steal. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
It's stolen by Edwards. Hits the outside fadeaway. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Batum wide open. He fires. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Batum's got himself on the board with 3 there. Edwards looking it over. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Lets it go from the wing. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Simmons inside the line.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Outside Edwards. Driving, it's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Pass to Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. 6 to shoot. It's Edwards on the wing. Yes, that goes in. 20 points for Anthony Edwards.
Clock's ticking, but Edwards able to deliver, not allowing the shot clock to throw him off his game.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And Los Angeles with some changes. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told his players, I need you to play smarter out there. You're in a rush right now, and that's why we're behind. Slow things down, run our plays, and see if that tempo shifts at all. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively. He will step up and start to pour it in.
Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Al Harden. Pass to Powell. Now here's Leonard. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Shoots the 3. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Zubac.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Anthony Edwards.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Here's Harden. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was